What is going on, ladies and mental gen? It is Rowdy McDowdy here, and I am bringing you a brand new video. And in this episode, we are actually going to be continuing to work on the little town that we're starting to build. So, a few things have changed ever since the last episode. I'm not sure if the villager trading hall was rebuilt since last episode, but just in case, this is a new villager trading hall. Finally redesigned it. This was all Christian's work mainly. All the villagers are in the same places and all their trades are the same too. So like around the main base area, I guess this is like the overall theme we're gonna go with. I really like the way the red bricks look in this texture pack, so I think we're just gonna keep this theme going throughout the, like at least the main base area. The town area down there is actually probably going to be on a different palette, but I really like the way the main base area is starting to come together. Now, over here, you guys might remember this used to be a big hill right here, and all of this stuff was not here before. So, if you're wondering what the hell's up with this building right here, this was the iron collection building to where like we just stored all of our iron in there. And that's where the ground used to be, and this stuff was all underground, this stuff was all underground, and we're still working on it. You can see like there's the cut in the mountain, so pretty much came out all the way this way. So we flattened this area out, mainly because the way the trading hall was placed, like it was kind of like sunken into the land, so I didn't really like that, so we're just terraforming around it to make it look a little bit more natural. Over here in this area is supposed to be like a park or recreation area. We're gonna put like a few grills or park benches in this area. This will be like a little, just like a little chill out session by this pathway here. Connected this path down to the fountain over here, so it could just come right up through here. And if you need to get to like the trading hall, for example, you have a path to get to it. This beacon is gonna get moved eventually, but for now this is just the way it's gonna be. And once it's gone, I'll actually refine these paths a little bit better, make them a little bit less straight. Now, something else that is new on the server is our new storage area. So, this is what we're calling the Walmart, because memes. You're not going to find any toilet paper or hand sanitizer in this building, because this is pretty much where we store all of our common blocks. Okay then. Yeah. Minecraft machine broke. Can I Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen. So, pretty much this is going to be another villager trading hall, and it's gonna be our main storage area as well, for like all the common blocks at least. Originally the plan was I was gonna go down and make some more storage area, and we were gonna have this thing like be able to store every single item in the game. But the problem with that is there's going to be way too many chests and way too many item frames, and it's going to spike up the lag on the server substantially. And you guys already know in the last episode, I actually got rid of all the item sorters. Maybe I'll bring them back at some point. It depends on how bad the new villagers are going to lag this place. But, oh, for fuck's sake! Let me show you this stuff before I lag out again. So, this is where all the villagers are going to be going, and these villagers are going to be trading the, like, mainly the common stuff for emeralds and stuff like that. So, we have a bunch of masons here that actually trade for red bricks, which is going to be a material that we're going to need quite often for all these upcoming builds. So, we have 6 masons, 4 butchers, so, like, I could just, let me see which one it actually is. I've basically just been buying cooked pork chops off this guy, so I could actually go with a little bit more. So that way, like, I don't have to go start making new food farms and grinding for decent food and stuff like that. I could just buy it right off the butchers, which is a lot more easy and a lot less annoying, I guess you could say. Got 2 Fletchers for, like, stick trades and string trades and stuff like that. Cartographers, and I'm going to start putting some toolsmiths here. I'm probably going to put, like, 4 toolsmiths and maybe another 4 armorers. So yeah, this area is going pretty well. I might fill that side with villagers too, and well, pretty much like the way I'm bringing them over is just with this minecart from the villager breeder. So I'm probably going to continue working on this at some other point because I still have a bunch of other new things to show y'all. So as you guys probably remember, a huge cobblestone box that was used for a villager auto farmer used to exist on this hill right here. And I basically tore it all down, and we're going to make a new design that looks a lot better and also functions properly, because the problem that we had with it was the villagers would swap professions. So the farmer would be standing on the hoppers, and the unemployed fucker will be like in the crops. So the farm doesn't even work at that point. So we're going to rebuild it, get their trades locked in, and then we'll be having a lot more carrots, wheat, and potatoes and stuff like that. So around this corner is pretty much a bunch of new stuff that I've been working on the past couple days. One of my main goals right now is just to get this place looking a lot prettier and like pretty much start working on my terraforming and landscaping skills. Try to be a little bit more dynamic, a little less boxy and squarey. But these are the rice fields. I haven't really gotten down to this area just yet, but if we come up here, this stuff right here is all brand new. So I basically built around these rice fields right here. Well, it's obviously a wheat field, but we're calling it the rice fields mainly because...
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker!
So this is pretty much like the way I went with it. I kept the boxy, squarey shape, and I flattened out the sides and put some walls down with some fencing on the top, dark oak fencing on the bottom. And I put like these birch planks down the walkways so it's not just straight grass. Really like the way this turned out. If we come up here, I'm actually tempted to throw a couple farmers in here, like a couple farmer villagers, even though like they kind of will be just wasting a bunch of wheat because they'll be just harvesting it for no reason. Like they won't be using it to reproduce or anything. But I think my point with it is like I want to keep everything looking like stuff is constantly growing here and not fully grown and it just stays like this the entire time. So I might actually think about doing that. I might toss some villagers in these layers as well. But if we come up here, all this area back in this way is new. I kind of want to move the creeper farm already. I regret building it right there because now it's going to be getting in the way of these builds and it's like so out of place. But I have no idea where to put this. Maybe I should have just built it up on that hill. But at the same time, maybe it was a good idea to not build that there and I could actually build something a lot better there. But we actually do have a ton of gunpowder at this point. I've heard rumors that the creeper farms are going to get patched in 1.16, and I'm not going to be updating the server as soon as 1.16 comes out, mainly because like I want to wait for all the bugs to get fixed and all that stuff, and I'm going to have to update the nether as well, so kind of going to be holding off on doing the update whenever it comes out, but yeah, that thing might get broken. Now, as you can see in the distance, the lighthouse is completely different, so Tim basically rebuilt the entire thing. Previously, I did not like the way the lighthouse was like shaping up at all, so Tim decided to tear it all down and completely rebuilt it, and he did a lot better job. It is smaller than I kind of wanted it to be, but it works just fine for me. Another problem currently right now is that main goal, like with this pathway, was just to walk down and see like a nice, beautiful lighthouse down the alley, but I kind of built this custom tree a little bit off, and I suck at custom trees, so this took me a while to make, so I'm going to have to move that out a little bit more so I can actually get a good view of the lighthouse. But yeah, so pretty much down this way is all the same. I added all these lampposts, which I'm going to actually raise up by another one because, well, you kind of bonk your head against it. Eventually, I'm going to have to fix every single one of these, and there's quite a bit of them all around the base. I built this little walkway going up the other side of the wheat fields, and I was just originally going to go with a solid brick wall, but I figured I could make it something a little bit more cool with it. So these are going to be like little houses like built into the ground. So like this is actually going to be a basement area, and the first floor is going to be up there. But yeah, I'm stuck on the design again, just like this building over here. So This might take a while to get complete, and I kind of still don't know exactly the theme I want to go with. So, like, basically another reason why I haven't actually started building more houses is that I'm still trying to figure out, like, what the theme of this town is going to be, actually. Because, like, say if I build stuff like this, and then later on I want to start building stuff that looks like that, then it's not really going to match. It's not going to be completely, like, uniform or anything. So that's why this is kind of taking a little bit of time. I'm just like taking my time with it for now, and then once I come up with a decision, then I'll start plowing through this build like it was nothing. So for this episode, I think I'm gonna keep building over in this area. Just expand like this little theme I have going on down this way, connecting it with this path. Probably building another path going down that way into those fields over there. And oh, I forgot to show something else. Nick blew his own house up, which is nice and everything. So I've replaced it with a dark oak tree farm because we have been short on dark oak wood for a very long time. You can see I've already done some collecting with it, so I just let all these dark oak trees grow for now, and looks kind of nice. A little bit plain, a little bit boring for now, but I'll spice it up here at some point. Oh, and this cute little bridge that I put right here because we kind of needed one instead of just like lily pad walkways across the water. So that is pretty much everything in the base updated, and I also want to rebuild my house because my house is completely plain. There's nothing inside it. It looks hideous, and I don't know if I want to move it or not, but that is going to be something that I do at some point. Also, I gotta fix up this area back in here because it's just a complete mess. We have the zero tick sugarcane farm right here. We have the creeper farm stuff, and the rail just keeps getting stuck because creepers and other mobs just keep coming onto this track and stopping the minecart in its tracks. So that needs to be taken care of. This whole area back here needs to be taken care of. So that's basically what I'm going to start working on. First things first, this beacon has to get moved. So I think I'm probably going to build it right there on that little... Actually, no. I'm going to build a walkway around this lake. I think I want to actually start building around this lake and this lake back here in general. Over down in this little cave area, I was planning on building an underground base, but since we have the ravine bases back, I think the underground base is going to go where the ravines are. That just makes more sense to me. But we'll see what happens over time. As you can see, though, like, this whole area back in here generated, like, complete crap. And I need to fix it before I lose my mind. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing this episode. Building this area back in here and probably doing some terraforming on this hill right here and around this, like, pond in general. And, yeah, I'm going to start getting to work. Alright, so here is a completed look. I did have to get rid of the spruce tree right here. It's been there like pretty much ever since I built my house. So that's kind of a bummer. I might fill this small area in with a little bit more trees. Custom trees, that is. But yeah, oh wow, the lighthouse looks so sick in the background. But basically I just kind of extended the same look, or like the same kind of blocks down this way. It did stretch into the pond just a little bit, but I'm just going to keep it at the same level, not really mess with it. Fence gates at almost every row of birch planks. Connects up to this walkway right here, which I will probably do a little bit more decorating on. Now I have to do some terraforming on this hill. Yay, it's raining. So terraforming on that hill and more terraforming over this way. But I think I'm going to actually cut this back open, bring the path down that way, or I might make it like wrap around the lake. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do with that just yet. But yeah, I'm going to get a good aerial view. So things are coming along really nicely. I still have to, like I said, I still have to expand out that way and this way. But so far, this is turning out really nice. I just love how the lighthouse is in the background, like back in the fog. But this whole area is coming together so nicely, and I can't wait to keep on working on it. Now, there are two pretty important things that I do want to build. I want to build a stone generator and a flower farm. So I could build a flower farm in the flower forest that the ravine base is at, and I could build a stone farm pretty much anywhere. I think I'm actually going to build the stone farm in this hill right here. So the problem that I have with most of my redstone stuff is it's out on the surface and exposed, and it looks absolutely hideous. Same thing with the tree farm over there. So I'm going to start building it indoors now, whether it be like in a mountain or in a building or something like that. But that's going to get moved at some point. But I think I'm going to go ahead and start working on a stone generator. And we can use it for stone and cobblestone, like if you just use either silk touch or without silk touch. So I think that's going to be the plan for this building right here. Alright, so I've been doing a little bit more work ever since I recorded the last clip. So this here is going to be turned into the stone generator. So there's a room already like hollowed out and everything. I am going to have to expand it to actually fit the stone generator in here. But essentially the plan is I'm going to have like 2 rows of stone being generated, and you can choose whether you want clean stone or cobblestone just by the pickaxe that you use. So that's where I'm planning on building that. Like the more I work around this thing, the more I actually want to move it, because it is in the way currently. Like I actually do want to build some part of the town right there. The zero-tick sugarcane farm is in the way. Down over here, I've been doing a little bit of terraforming. I'm kind of stuck on it because I don't know exactly what I want to put around this pond just yet. But I have been building some other things in the meantime, so I got the stone generator area sorted out. And we're actually going to go back to the ravine base because I built a flower farm over there utilizing the flower forest biome. So, as you guys have seen from the last episode, the area where I put down the ravine base is actually a flower forest. So, I mean, we pretty much have every single type of flower in the game. Oh, that's Tim's wizard tower, by the way. He did build this in creative. The whole idea with this area is we're gonna be less survival focused, and we'll do some survival stuff, some creative, but I just let him build that sick wizard tower right there in creative, and looks awesome. Looks really, really sick. But actually, if we come down here into the ravine base itself, let's see if I can actually... I almost made it. But down here in this area, I actually utilized the space to make a flower farm. Now, there is a few issues with this farm. It's only growing, I think 4 types of flowers so far in this specific area. The flowers that it's actually growing are these, red tulips, orange tulips, and these, azures. I don't know how to pronounce half the names of these flowers, but essentially what you do is you flick this lever. It is going to get a little bit loud. You place bone meal down, it'll break everything. You can place it, bone meal back down again. You just do it over and over again. Let me see if I actually have some left over in here, so I can just demonstrate it. And the pins, depending on where you're placing the bone meal, different types of flowers are going to grow. So if I place it over here, it's mostly going to grow these pink flowers and these white ones. And over on this side, it's mostly going to grow red tulips and a little bit of orange tulips. The orange tulips are, by far, the least common ones in this spot in general. So, what I need to do is get pink tulips and cornflowers, which are the pink and the blue ones, obviously. I found an area where they do grow naturally up on the surface. It is quite far that way though, so I am gonna have to build another one of these just to get more flower types. But essentially what I'm getting all these flowers for is actually the decoration over in the town area. You can see back in this area, I have been taking some of those flowers from that flower forest and just placing them down all over the place in this area, and it's just making it look so much better. I love the different colors that it's mixing in, and it adds a lot more liveliness to this whole area. So I'm probably gonna keep extending this theme going out that way, but the thing is I don't know if I want to keep it a little bit more spaced out or make the buildings in the area a lot more dense, like a crowded town, or make it nice and spaced out and lively like this. And this whole area is just coming along together so nicely. I love the way this all looks, especially in the John Smith texture pack. What I actually did with these paths, I don't think I actually told you guys, but this is actually upside down cobblestone stairs. So it gives it like this nice little brick pattern, and that's basically what I've been using for these walkways right here. So I am starting to experiment with like unique blocks that people don't really use as for like decoration in the default texture pack, at least. In the default texture pack, everything around here looks absolutely hideous. I will admit that. The birch, like this is all birch wood in here, so you can just imagine how ugly that looks like right off the bat. Birch on dark oak, it's just not good at all. But after playing on this texture pack for as long as I have been, I don't think I could ever go back to the default because default just looks so hideous to me now. So this is basically what we're going to be rolling with from this point out. And yeah, I think I'm going to start working on the cobblestone or stone generator now. I am going to have to gather up a little bit of materials and keep hollowing out this area because I don't think it's big enough. And I'm going to have to create a storage system for that as well. So I'm going to get to work on that right now. Alright, so you guys just watched a time lapse of me actually doing some more work on this side of the hill. So last night my plan was I was going to go ahead and build the stone generator, but I got on today and I figured, you know what? I'm going to buy a camera account. So that's what I did. You guys just saw a bunch of time lapses of me building up this area over here. And I think it turned out decent. If I would have planned this a little bit better, like earlier on, then it could have been a whole lot better, like planned out and everything. Oh god, it's not even. Fuck me. Probably gonna do that some other time, but this whole huge like wall of just logs doesn't really look right, so I might change this up at like some point in the future, but I'm just gonna leave it the way it is for now. I think this whole area is turning out really nicely, and I couldn't be happier with it. So yeah, guys, I'm going to say that's the end of this episode. Thank you guys for watching. And now that I have the camera account, I'm actually going to start doing some time lapses of the stuff I'm building, making the videos look a lot more interesting. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.